That's,
What do you
that's,
think of how everything went down on Tuesday?
I mean, it was a great situation for me. I feel like I actually was laying in the bed with my girl, and I was just chilling. I just got a call from Muji, the GM for the Jets, and obviously the trade deadline was coming up, so I was just like, please let it be like my ideal situation. Like, I don't want to go to a losing team. I don't want to go to a team that's like on the other side of the world. So it's like I was able to come when he told me the Colts, like, obviously I got drafted there and everything like that, but I want to win and things like that. So it was like this was a great situation. Obviously knowing a few guys on the team already, being closer to home, being closer to where I went to college, like, God just keep blessing me in many ways. So, it's truly a blessing to be here. And my favorite color, blue, so, it just worked out perfectly.
Had you asked for a trade, or, I mean?
No, I've never asked for a trade. I don't think that's something that I will ever do, because it's a blessing to just be able to play on Sundays, at the end of the day. So, that's what make it even much more beautiful, going through those tough times, those rough times and things like that. And then, things could change in a matter of a night. So, but, I enjoyed my time in New York. Just want to give a shout out to, the guys that were there that drafted me and the guys that was there, obviously, when I got my extension and everything like that, and my teammates who I went through so much with, So, yeah.
So they gave up 2 first-round picks and a player to get you, and obviously you don't make a move like that unless you feel like you can go on a run. So how do you embrace that side of it, the pressure and the expectations?
There's no pressure, Obviously, they got access to the tape, so they know what I'm capable of doing. And that's what makes it much more special. It was less about the Jets wanting to trade me and more about the Colts wanting me to be here. So, that's truly a blessing. And, it's a great group of guys already here. And that's what makes it even more special, like dominant offense, dominant defense. And, I'm just grateful to be a part of something special that they were already building here. And, I look to just add a lot on and off the field here.
Do you feel like you can be a missing piece to kind of get them over the hump? It's obviously an aggressive, win-now move.
I'm not going to say, a missing piece. I don't know how it was already here, but I know cornerback is a hard position. So, I'm not looking at it as I was, the missing piece. I think I'm a great additional piece, to the defense for sure, and I know I'm going to bring a lot to the table and things like that. So, I'm looking forward to it, for sure.
Being reunited with Alec Pierce?
Yeah.
Take us through those conversations and just the reaction.
Man, he was so happy. Everybody throughout the building was always saying, he always spoke highly of me. And obviously that made it easier, for me to be here. And obviously everybody already knew who I was as a person and a player. But, I would just tell them, bro, I'm not going to be brother-in-law in you in practice and stuff like that. We always joke and things like that. So, no, it was just great. He was super pumped. I think he called me before our GM called me. But like I said, I was laying down with my girl, so I wasn't picking the phone up at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was about. But I kind of wish I would have answered the call, because I kind of would have knew. But, I got the call before my agent got the call. I got the call before anybody got the call. So, it was great to just find out from them in a great way. So, yeah.
Were you surprised by the move?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even have time to process it all the way. I just knew I was coming into a great situation. So I was running in circles in the house, because the first thing I'm thinking, bro, I'm about to be back with my boy Alec. They winning right now, so I just know what I can add. I was happy, but at the same time, I didn't have no time to be dang, I'm getting traded right now. I was just all good vibes because at the end of the day, who gonna feel sorry? Like that's part of the business. Just like these last couple of days, I've been having to learn the playbook at a pace that I didn't know I was capable of learning the playbook. So, but who gonna feel sorry for me? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not gonna say shocked was the word because I know that what the coach offered was something that was hard to like pass up on. You know, especially how it's been over the years. So, it made sense.
What I was like, did you expect to be traded? If that makes sense.
Oh, not really. Not really. I wasn't really thinking about that.
What are your expectations for Sunday?
To go out there and ball, you know, go out there and just be vocal, you know, make it like I've been here already, like I've been here. So, you know, that's the main thing for me, not being somebody where it's like you got to over-communicate to me because you might think that I don't know what we playing and stuff like that. It's my job to, you know, to get everything and understand everything that we're about to play on Sunday in the short stint of time that I have.
And James asked you, but again, Sunday, Monday, you're a Jet, and you're just in Jets world. Again, that's just how your mind was, and then all of a sudden Tuesday, everything changed. I mean, your life takes a different course.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. Like, I was more
Your
so.
name didn't come up with all these free, possible trade possibilities.
Yeah, that is true. I was more so in a moment thinking of it like I just was starting to watch tape on Cleveland. Now I got to watch tape on Atlanta. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like my life real simple. Like I'm either at home or it's football. So it's not like I'm not thinking like, oh man, my life is changing because it's a blessing. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a blessing. I enjoyed my time in New York, but it's a blessing to be here, and you know, it's a lot of positive. It's no cons to being in here. You know what I'm saying? It's all positive. So that was the main thing. Like, oh, now I got to start watching tape on Atlanta. You know, so that was it.
So the last 48 hours that you've had, I mean, you're on a plane Tuesday night to come to Indianapolis. You're learning a new defensive system, meeting guys in the locker room. Today you'll be on a plane to head to Berlin. Like, can you kind of explain just what these last 48 hours have been like for you?
I barely slept, so I'm looking forward to this flight. I'm looking forward to this flight because it's like every single like minute that I've had being here in Indianapolis, I'm doing something, like something. Whether it's with the trainers, whether it's filling out paperwork, whether it's practice, watching film, freaking. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them not to download the film on my iPad for the flight because I know I'm gonna end up watching it. But you know, it's been a crazy 48 hours. Obviously, it's mid-season, so this has been like the craziest 48 hours. Like, you know, you get drafted and stuff like that, or you get drafted, then you chilling for a little bit or something like that. Like, but this has been like drafted and now like I'm doing way more things because I got to get ready for Sunday. You know, get ready for the rest of this run. Like, you know, so yeah, this has been the craziest 48 hours in my life, but you know, I don't take it for granted. It's truly a blessing.
Sauce, what's the biggest thing you're looking forward to about joining this team?
Man, obviously winning is one of them, but you know, just being able to like show off my personality, you know, whether it's to everybody in the building, you know, to the Colts fans, because I know the fans, it's great fans here, and I've been through that when I seen how many traveled when we played the Colts. I believe it was last year when we played at home. So I already knew the type of fan base that I was coming into. So, you know, and just doing my job, doing my thing out there, being myself, you know. So, you know, I'm looking forward to this year, man, and my future as a coach for sure.
Thanks, Sauce.
Appreciate it.